What's happening? Skywalker the Jedi here, tapping in with y'all. Just out for a little walk right now. You know, as some of you may know, I've been kind of active in the community. Um, I've restored the Snyderverse, released the Snyder Cut. All those types of things. Pretty much since the inception of the movement, and I've been following everybody, following these things, following the channels. A lot of the banter. Um, Surrounding this entire fandom, and I've gone on some channels, um, had some great back and forth, and pretty much I just felt like this is the perfect time for me to tap in and start making videos for you guys. Recently the fandom, you say, has become more scrutinized, and people are trying to dig their heels in even deeper, telling us to move on and things like that, right? Pretty much trying to get them, trying to get us to, just kind of bend to what they're saying and to bend the knee, so to speak. And I don't think they understand why necessarily that they will never be able to make us do that. And I think that they know that they're not. I think they're just trying to poke the bear, try to get some clicks, try to get views, try to drum up some interest, right? And also, they seem to, be doing things in a very contrived and, like all together type scenarios, right? So this clearly isn't, something that's being done coincidentally, I believe. So I think we just have to be mindful of that, you know, and I know most of us are, but I pretty much just wanted to speak as to why they will never be successful, you know, in their endeavors to get us to move on. Um, Being part of this thing since 2017, having to see, the ebbs and flows and how everything's just turned out, and to see all these channels come and go and content creators, um, and just have all these different things happen over these years. Um, it's been quite a thing to see, and um, if you are looking at what's happening now, honestly, it seems to be just a rehash of what's been happening, throughout these past 5 years. It's just new faces, and now that we have it out, it's, oh, well, you guys aren't going to get the rest of what we were owed, right? We won't move on because of the fact that we shouldn't move on. If Zach had given us any kind of indication that he was just like done, or didn't want to continue, I think we all would have understood and would have started to, you know, just only, pursue and push his future endeavors outside of the Snyderverse, right? His Army of the Dead franchise, right? Rebel Moon, you know, those types of things, right? Fountainhead, right? Now, um, but he has given us no such indication that he wants to move on. And so to hear, especially at a time like this, where you have like, the second director teasing stuff, right? Zach's being active and cryptic, right? The Rock talking about Superman, As if we don't know which Superman he's talking about, right? So to say that at a time like this, when these things are happening, that we should just move on, right? Taking actors, comments out of context, right? Oh, you believe Ben Affleck is done, right? But you don't believe that Andrew Garfield is not in No Way Home. Make that make sense, right? So, when these actors, when they go on these TV shows and stuff and they do these interviews, they already know what they're going to get asked about. You think they don't know? You don't think they know exactly what they're going to be asked and how they're going to answer it? You know, just think about these things, right? Like, we're on the cusp of winning again, and I think that this upsets a lot of people. It upsets a lot of other fandoms, right? Because they've wanted certain things to happen, and they feel like, hey, like, you know, we make noise and we make sense, right? Like, we want Kathleen Kennedy out of, you know, Star Wars, but that doesn't seem to happen, right? It's not gonna happen, right? Oh, I want this or I want that, but they can't have seemed to, achieve, the things that we were to be able to achieve. And so to then go back and turn around and say that we can't do it again and that we need to move on when people that are involved in the situation haven't moved on. They're actively posting and stuff showing that they haven't moved on, right? You got all these interviews about the characters, right? Ben Affleck just saying that, oh, he just finally figured out how to play the Batman, right? Oh, and it's a shame because it's the last time he's going to see him. Like, these are negotiation tactics. Everything that was broken will be made whole once again. They want to call us bots. Some want to say we're cultists, call us delusional. You know, remember when it was just 40 of us? They said, oh, it's just 40 people. From 40 people to a global phenomenon. Make that make sense. We got a multi-billion-dollar company to bend to our will. What have you guys done? What have you achieved? I'm gonna start tapping in with more videos. I just wanted to get this one out the way and shoot it raw, unfiltered, unedited. You know, just letting you guys know where I stand. And don't trip, guys. Everything will be made whole again. It's just this whole thing is crazy, man. Like, to just think that with all these signs that have been going on, pointing, a movie director posts a Thanksgiving turkey with Final Crisis in the background, right? That just happens to be about Darkseid invading Earth, which just happens to be, part of his arc for his movie, right? And he's telling us to move on. Oh, he's not, this doesn't mean anything. You guys are going to be on the wrong side of history. See, and I'm all about accountability. Like, what bothers me is that you guys are just going to apologize later or try to move on or, try to flex things, bend and flex, like, so to make it seem like you were never really wrong, right? Some of you guys even saying that you support the fact that you want the movie to come out. Oh, but I don't think so. I just don't think, that these people that already did something once can do it again. Utterly ridiculous. But it's cool. You guys won't bet any money or because I'm all about that. I'm taking bets. Okay. Real bets. But it's about time for me to turn around and walk on back to the house. So look, think about, subscribing. Whenever I'm gonna drop a video, I'm gonna start, dropping some content for you guys. Because it's crazy out here. And things are about to get worse possibly before they get better. So don't be surprised if they come with something else crazier, right? Don't be surprised if something else crazy comes out, right? Like, hey, all of a sudden, if they're just greenlit Justice League 2 with, Batgirl and Superwoman, and hey, man, look, don't be surprised if some funny things start to get announced or leaked or, but just know, okay, it is inevitable. We made too much noise. We ruffled too many feathers. We made them too much money, and anybody with any kind of business sense will see what needs to be done. So it'll happen. We need to just be patient, wait for this merger, right? And not because some scoopers or whatever said anything. If you look at the cold, hard facts, everything's changing once this merger happens. It's all changing. Forget what some scoopers said. They want to act like we just are doing this because of some scoopers. Like, we haven't seen people come and go. Dozens of you guys have come and gone. But hey, I digress.
General Dynamic came out.
So, yep, I'll get up with y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Peace.